Do you like my eye makeup today? I call this the Cosmo and Wanda. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Hello everyone, editing Anya here. Yes, as you can see, I have a piece of hair that's draped over my bow and it looks absolutely ridiculous and super awkward, but there's nothing I can do about it, so we're just gonna have to live with it. All right, on to the video. Thanks, bye. Today we're gonna be talking about advanced cosplay tips. These are tips that are ones that maybe wouldn't necessarily come to mind when it comes to like beginner cosplay tip videos. I thought they were kind of more advanced and like tips that you might not know about or might not think about. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. But before we get into it, today's video is kindly sponsored by Karma. If you haven't seen already, Karma has been a longtime sponsor of the channel, and it's a service that I genuinely love and genuinely use all the time. Karma, if you didn't know, is an app and browser extension that ensures that you never miss a coupon code or price drop. Check out the link in the description to learn more about Karma. So like I said, Karma is a service that I've genuinely used all the time. What I like in particular about Karma is the fact that it lets you organize all of your purchases into various wish lists. So you can see all the items that you're interested in, and then you can pace yourself when it comes to actually making those purchases and budgeting and all that good stuff. It also is really helpful when it comes to finding coupon codes. Every time I shop on a website that Karma has partnered with, I'm able at checkout to see if there are any coupon codes that will go with my order, and that ensures that I'm getting the best price every time. So it's a very helpful service. I genuinely really love it, and I genuinely use it all the time. So I definitely recommend checking it out. So how Karma works is you first start by downloading Karma's Chrome extension on your computer, and from there you can visit your favorite stores and save any items that you might be interested in. You also have the option to receive notifications via email or mobile push when an item you've saved goes on sale, has a relevant coupon code, or comes back in stock if it was previously sold out. You can also plan your shopping by organizing items into multiple wish lists. Like I said, this is one of my favorite features about Karma. It really helps when it comes to planning out your purchases, budgeting everything out, and basically pacing yourself. Karma also scans the web for coupon codes and applies them automatically at checkout. This is a special feature if you use Karma on your computer, making their Chrome extension an absolute must. Plus, when you shop from select retail partners, Karma gives cash to you and to a good cause. You can download Karma's free Chrome extension by using my link, which I'll have up on screen, as well as in the description down below. Again, Karma has been a longtime sponsor of the channel, which I'm really grateful for, and it is a service that I genuinely use all the time, so I definitely recommend checking them out. A huge thank you to Karma, as always, for supporting the channel and for sponsoring today's video. All of that said, let's get into today's video. This is 3 advanced cosplay tips. So the first tip, it's a little bit like a tutorial, but it wasn't long enough for me to make a full tutorial out of it, so that's why we're putting it in this video here today. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is how to put flowers in braids without using pins. I recently cosplayed Mitsuri from Demon Slayer, and I really wanted to put cherry blossoms in her braids because that like fits with her aesthetic, and I thought that would be a really nice touch for the cosplay. The thing that I struggled with though was figuring out how to properly attach the flowers to the actual braid without messing it up. Because obviously the problem with using pins is that it's really hard to conceal them, and they're also going to mess up the braid when you try to take them in and out of the braid. So I figured out this no-show method of attaching flowers to braids that conveniently doesn't actually mess up the braid. So let's get into it. What you'll need is a pair of scissors, a glue gun, some fake flowers, and a packet of wooden skewers. Sounds a little bit weird, but stick with me. First, you're going to take your fake flowers and cut them off with a good portion of the stem still attached to the flower. Then you're going to put that through your braid, and you're going to cut off the excess so that the stem just makes it through to the other side of the braid. Then you're going to cut your wooden skewer to be just under the width of the braid, and you're going to glue gun that to the stem of the flower. It's a little bit tricky just because the stems are so small, but it is possible. Just have patience and work very carefully. And then from there, you can take the wooden skewer, put it through the braid like this, and as you can see, it will act as a backing to the flower so that the flower doesn't fall out. And of course, when you're looking at the braid from the front, you're not going to be able to see the wooden skewer. So this is a little hack that I used for my Mitsuri wig. I'm very happy with how it worked, and I hope that helps you guys too. The next hack or tip, I don't know if you want to call these hacks or tips or whatever, but anyway, the next cosplay tip that we're going to be talking about, actually I learned from Hee, who is this amazing cosplayer, so I can't take credit for it. It was all them who came up with it, but it is still a tip that I wanted to share with you guys. This is steaming your wigs. So if you have a character who has very kind of voluptuous hair. The example that I'll be using is my Emma cosplay. If you've seen my Emma wig, as you can see, it's very fluffy. It has a bunch of those like little wisps that she has. How I achieved that look was I steamed the wig. So this kept me from having to do the laborious task of like separately spiking each little bit of the wig. I was able to just steam it. So what you do for this is you take your wig, you want to make sure that it's a heat resistant wig. You're going to take your wig and you're going to hang it upside down. And then from there, you're just going to steam it. I have a proper clothing steamer, which works super well. You can also use a handheld steamer. They're very cheap to get online. Or if that's not possible for you, what you can do is the next time you take a shower, you just hang your wig upside down in the bathroom and take a hot shower, and the steam from the shower will do the same thing to the wig. It's not as kind of surefire of a method as using an actual proper steamer is, but you can still make it work if that's all you have to work with. And that's going to give you this beautiful voluptuous wig. This is a great method for achieving that look without having to go through the rigmarole of separating the wig, teasing it, spraying it, and like making all those wisps separately. So it's definitely something that I would recommend doing. The final tip that I have has to do with my Millie horns. A lot of people ask me what I did for my Millie horns, how I made them, how I managed to keep them on, and how they didn't make the wig fall forward. So this is kind of a two-parter. We're first going to talk about what I actually used for the horns, and then we're going to talk about how I attached them. So for my Millie horns, I used this amazing thing, which is, it's from Sculpey, and is their ultralight clay. This clay is fantastic. It's an oven-baked clay, and it is supposed to be light enough to float. So if you were to like mold it into a ball, put it into a glass of water, it would float. This is absolutely fantastic because it keeps things like horns and jewelry really light, so you don't have to worry about it weighing down your wig, weighing down your head, or weighing down your neck, which is awesome in cosplay because obviously it's really uncomfortable to have like really heavy jewelry or really heavy headpieces or really heavy anything. So I strongly recommend checking this out. I'm not sponsored. I just genuinely really like this product. So that is what I used for my Millie horns, and that is the reason why they don't weigh my wig down. It's because it's with this ultralight clay. Then when it came to actually attaching the horns, this was super simple and very effective. What I did is I took wire and I made two little loops, one for each of the horns, and then I sewed those loops into the actual front of the wig. So they're very secure, they don't come off at all, and of course, since it's super light clay, they don't weigh the front of the wig down. So two tips kind of roll into one. First of all, definitely use this ultralight clay. It is an absolute lifesaver. And then for actually attaching horns to the front of the wig, you can just use wire and then sew them, and you don't have to worry about them going anywhere. Very secure, very helpful. And there you have it. Those are my three or four, I don't know, 3.5, whatever you want to say. Those are my advanced cosplay tips for you guys today. I really hope you find these helpful. Again, another thank you to Karma for sponsoring today's video. If you want to download their free Chrome extension, I'll have a link on screen as well as in the description to go check that out. Like I said, I really love Karma and I genuinely use them all the time, so I definitely recommend checking them out. Yeah, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, I put out new videos every Sunday, and it'd be awesome to have you here, so please consider subscribing. And yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you guys all next time. But until then, Panda Faces, please be sure to take care. Bye!